In this video, we will show you how to replace your AC condenser on this Honda Civic. This will be located behind your front bumper cover. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. The first thing we need to mention is you do need to have your refrigerant evacuated by a trained professional. They'll be using the ports on the AC lines. We're going to remove this forward plastic panel across the top of this area. To remove this, you're going to find that it has several plastic push clips holding it in place, making their way all the way across. We'll start with the push clips. For each of these, I'm going to be using a trim tool. Just carefully start pulling out the center, and the rest of it should lift up and out of position. Just a quick inspection, make sure these are reusable, replace them as necessary. Now on either side of this plastic panel, you're going to find that you have a 5.5mm Allen head mounting bolt holding this panel in place. Let's remove the pair. As we start removing this plastic panel, you're going to find that it makes its way underneath the front grille. So we're going to have to carefully lift up, pull it away, and then pull it out of position. Now let's start dislodging our upper radiator bulkhead here. For this, you're going to find that it has several bolts holding it in place. We're going to start on one side of the vehicle. There's 3 10mm headed mounting bolts, 2 out in the open, the other one's tucked in just behind this area. Let's get that next one along the back side here. Now we can repeat the process on the other side. Now we've got quite a bit of movement here, but we need a little bit more slack from our hood release cable and also from our wiring harness along the driver's side here. So I'm just going to dislodge each of these two. Using a trim tool, you'll pop that up and out. Continuing from here, we're going to lift this up. It can only come so far. We're going to start pushing it away and towards the engine. Okay, the other side. With that out of the way, we have clear access to our AC condenser. Along the top of the AC condenser, typically you're going to find that you have rubber mounts on each side. Just go ahead and pull those out of place. There's one on each side of the AC condenser. Now we're just going to gently flex the front grille away. We'll push the AC condenser rearward, and now we have a good separation in the area where our AC lines are located. We'll start with the upper line. As we start removing the 10mm mounting bolt, keep in mind there could still be vacuum pressure in this area from having the AC refrigerant evacuated. You may find once you get it loose enough, you can switch to a ratcheting wrench so you have a little bit more access in this area. There's that mounting bolt. A quick inspection, we'll set it aside. Continuing on, take hold of that line, we'll give it a quick wiggle and slide it out and away from the AC condenser. If you find you have a hard time pulling it out of position, you can also try to pry it. I'm just using a long flat blade screwdriver. A quick wiggle there. Now it's time for the lower AC line. This one's a little bit more hidden behind this plastic panel. Typically, you can just take hold of the panel and pull it towards the AC condenser, exposing that mounting bolt. There's our mounting bolt. Now we're just going to attempt to get the line off of there. Once again, you may have to pry it out of place if it's stuck on there. we are. There's that line. At this point, there's nothing else holding this AC condenser in place, so we're going to start lifting it up. As you lift it up, you're typically going to find that it gets caught up on the driver's side, so we'll just come up a little bit towards the passenger side and lift it up and out of position. Along the bottom of the AC condenser, you're going to find two rubber mounts, one on each side. Go ahead and remove those. That's what it should look like right there. Let's get the other one off as well. And there it is, friend. With the AC condenser out of position, let's pay attention to the body of the vehicle. All the way down at the bottom, where the AC condenser sits, just in front of the radiator, you should find two circular ports. Just go ahead and make sure they're still in good usable order, not rotted or weak or damaged. Okay, it's time for installation of the brand new AC condenser. At all times, make sure that you do not cause any damage to any of the cooling fins on the AC condenser. Let's start with the lower mounting points. We're just going to take those rubber grommets and slide them right into position on each side of the AC condenser. Now we're going to add 1 ounce of new PAG oil directly to the AC condenser through the upper mounting port. I've already got some measured out. Let's go ahead and start putting it directly into this port. We'll carefully start bringing this down into the proper position here, aligning the lower mounting points. We'll slide it down, lock it in. Okay. Nice. Before installing either one of the lines, you want to make sure that you remove and replace each one of the O-rings. Now I'm coating the brand new O-ring with some of that clean PAG oil. We'll get this in place on the line and of course repeat the process for the other line. There we are. It's got a nice coating of oil on there. It's well lubricated. Now we can do each one of our lines. We're going to start with the upper one here. Just go ahead and line it up. Once it's aligned, continue on with your mounting bolt. Start it in, snug it up. There we are. There we are. Let's just double check, make sure it's completely seated and secured properly, and repeat the process for the next line all the way at the bottom. Up along the top, you should have your two rubber mounts, one for each side of the AC condenser. Now we can get this in position. Bring it in here. Along the top, there's several areas that we need to pay attention to. Of course, we have the mounting bolt ports, but we also have the ports for the radiator and also the ports for the AC condenser. Everything needs to be aligned on both sides of the vehicle. Along each side of this, you should find that you have 3 10mm mounting bolts. They're all started in, let's snug them up. Now just do the same on the other side. Let's take care of our wiring harness there. We also have our hood release cable. Now it's time for the upper panel. Start getting this in position. We'll have to gently pull out on that front grille. It needs to slide into its corresponding slots here on the panel. There we are. Let's start with our 2 mounting bolts here. The other one started in as well. They're both started in, snug them up. It's time for several push clips making their way all the way across this panel. For any of the push clips, go ahead and press in the outer portion first. Lock it in by pressing in the center. Okay, friend, we finished the installation of our AC condenser. The next thing you have to do is make sure you get yourself down to a trained professional to have them recharge the AC refrigerant. When you're there, make sure you tell them you added 1 ounce of clean PAG oil to the system already. After they've charged that system, you want to go ahead and test the functionality. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.